Allay. Who that is that went outside? What's happening, y'all? The Misbelief radio show. The live and started already. Y'all ready? That's Erika Flowers. Say hey, Erika Flowers. We ain't got no views just yet, but they coming. That's Mr. Bats. Bald-headed Bats.
Bald-headed Bats.
That's the Baku crew. If y'all watching, share this video so your friends can see. You're gonna have a whole lot of fun up in this thing. You heard me?
What's up, my brother?
Put the camera, talk to Brother Peter.
What's up,
What up, Brother Peter? How you feel, man?
Oh, I'm lovely, bro. I'm lovely. How you holding up?
Can't complain, brother. Can't complain.
Getting ready to be tuning in the co. What's up with you, dog? I got my co-host with me today,
I
man.
saw him.
Hey, how you doing? I am well.
Don't look so excited.
Why
Why are you tired? Why are you tired? What you been doing? You want? Okay, that could be tiring.
The saxophone in hand, you feel tired, man.
We see y'all.
Oh, nice.
I like this new lighting.
Because we're missing one.
Oh.
Nice mic.
Oh. Let's go.
Hey, y'all. Come on into the room, people. Come on in.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird's the word. Titty crumbs coming soon. Now, every time anybody has an open browser, that's the first thing that comes to mind.
Titty crumbs.
And I hit him with the titty crumbs. It's been passed on to me. It's like the new chainmail.
Hi, guys. I'm going to be interacting with you live while I'm talking on the mic. I'll be typing. So come on in the room.
Make sure you ask Oshun your hardest questions. She has answers.
We be having people talking to us on Facebook Live, but Brian don't ever read the questions to us or the reactions.
And that's my new job.
And that's Oshun's new job.
Brian's like,
booked.
I'm so good.
Yeah, he's busy.
Come on, Kaya. What is
Sweater, by
the
the way,
number?
Did we show Brian's sweater on Facebook Live? The number is
That is a nice
504-260-9265. Call me, talk to me.
Let me see. Let me show me something.
Oh,
Come on.
hold on.
Look at this.
Would you share him?
Look at that.
Okay.
Got a little,
All right.
All right. Okay.
Mike.
I look our full little studio
What's
set
up
up.
with the internet? We get a new mic and the internet gets slow.
I know, but this is what's fucking up. If Malik want to bring out the chair, he can. Is that what he's looking at?
Malik, if you want to bring another chair in here, you can. Hurry up, though.
Okay, y'all good. I'm really sure.
Okay. Thank you.
Oh, what that is spitting
No
up?
spit.
Yes.
I got pliers.
Oh, it's on 80 up in here. Jesus.
My laptop fucking up.
It's hot.
That means it's gonna be a good show. Everything's fucking up. It's hot and my laptop ain't working.
That shit ain't working for real.
And we got one light going, y'all. What's up, fam?
No, we're not. It's not real talk. I've been in my Louis before I tell you the truth. Not a pot to piss in, on a window to throw it through. Broken shattered glass.
What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Welcome to the Misbelief Radio Show. You're listening live on WBOK 1230 AM or one of our other platforms. This is a show where we as millennials highlight the beautiful city of New Orleans through our black creative eyes. I'm DC Paul, the millennial Arsenio, slim waist, baby face, deep voice, #1 choice, and the hardest working man in show business. Yes, I said it. And as usual, I keep a colorful cast of creative, cool kids cruising right along with me as my co-host. Who's this to my right?
Hi, everybody. It's me, the one and only millennial unicorn herself, Oshun.
Oh, okay. You got a new tagline this week, huh? You a millennial unicorn now? What does that mean?
I don't know. Still working on that.
That mean your feelings are hurt every time somebody makes a joke about your crown?
She's everything. She's actually everything.
Okay, I like that. All right, well, who's this to my left?
The rawness of Lawrence with the swagger of King. It's the only Martin you need for the 2018. It's the actor guy, Martin Banks.
I gotta step my tagline game up. They in here. I wasn't ready at all. I like that one a lot. Swagger of Lauren. All right, I ain't gonna try to repeat that. That was bars.
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 And who's at his left?
I gotta drop bars now.
Yeah, you
like,
do.
I'm so
I'm
fresh
getting
on,
it.
like, what am I
I'm getting
supposed to
it.
do?
Your
Like,
tagline better be
what?
fresh. What you got?
is Jay still keeping it real?
That sucked.
Trying not to let your daddy feel
Oh.
unless he pay a bill.
Oh.
Is that what we doing?
Is that what we
No.
doing today?
2018.
Keeping it all the way real in 2018. I ain't 2018. I feel that.
Fat girl bars.
Who's that in the booth? Hold up, not you. Who's that behind you in the booth, real quick? Yeah, him.
Yo, this is Malik. I'm not going to do a tag line right now.
Oh, no.
Not right
You need
now.
time to write your bars. I feel you.
Stop just asking.
Okay, that's real. Okay, well, who's my DJ?
Yo, DJ is your boy Mastermind, Coon Slayer.
Coon Slayer.
I heard you.
And let me just say, I am very excited today because I got people in the studio with me now. I'm usually like super bored back here. So
Uh-huh.
I actually have like,
Yeah, man, we got a full house this week. We got the whole Baku crew.
Say, bro, what you mean you bored? Nah.
I took offense to that a little bit.
I can't feel the energy. Like,
You can't feel my energy through this wall? How dare you? Hey, man, so we got a whole load of new musical submissions this week.
Load?
A whole load.
Ooh.
Gang load. An ass load. If you check the email, we got a bunch of them. And you can kind of tell by the title which ones are not going to be radio friendly. I gave them a little listen. I take that back. It's one of them called The Plug. That was a really cool play on what we think of as a plug. It's a positive song. If we can play that and some more new music. Because we here at the Misbelief Radio Show only play music by local and mostly independent artists. So if you are a local and independent artist here in New Orleans, send me your radio-friendly music to TheMisbelief@gmail.com, and I will play it and put it on a playlist whether I like it or not, because it ain't about me. But I always got to overemphasize radio-friendly.
Sanitize.
No N-words.
I kid
No,
you not.
no words.
New Orleans rappers do not know what they can't say on the radio. I'm not even exaggerating. This dude sent me one, and he told me it was radio-friendly. I gave it a listen at like, no lie, the 11 or 12 second mark. He had dropped a good 3 or 4 of them in one line. No lie. I was like, dude, like you just said, you know.
Those curse words. I meant the other curse words.
No. I told him what he said. He was like, I did? I was like, yes, you did. And it rhymed. It was kind of a hot bar on the slick, but then first of all, it was too early in the song for such potty mouthery.
When it's a metaphor, it's not a curse word no more.
It was. He was real raw with it. I think for him, metaphor would have been one of them words he would have thought couldn't end up on the radio. He was like, I could say metaphor on the radio? Yeah, you can't say the other M word you said on the radio. No lie, man. So if you watch my Facebook Live, I'm gonna drop all of the words that are not radio friendly. And you won't hear me saying these words on the radio ever, because I ain't trying to get the more FCC fines. So please edit your song. It ain't even got to be about something positive. Just edit it. You know what I mean? And send it to us, and we'll put it on the playlist. You heard me?
Okay. Well, you say you don't have to even be about anything positive. All kind of bad jokes came to mind. So
I know.
Let's keep going.
I actually wanted to fly with bats for a few minutes. Can I fly with bats for a few minutes?
What's poppin'?
So you just recorded your podcast, the Fly with Bats podcast.
Yeah, we just dropped 2 new episodes, and both of them were spirited conversation, if I do say so.
Tell them how they can find that podcast.
Man, you can check us out on iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio, as well as on flywithbats.podbean.com. We get it in.
Give us a little taste of what this last episode, the last 2 episodes, like what are some of the topics?
I mean, well, on side B, we got into a bit of that, the genuine talk about what is transphobic and what's transphobia and whatnot, and how conditioning can play a part into why we think the way we do.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? And how a lot of things. One thing that was said that made us get into it really is, I feel like we're conditioned, just how like we're you can't be a male in this country without being somewhat sexist. You can't be white in this country without being somewhat racist. I mean, preconditioned. You can't be straight in this country without being somewhat preconditioned to be homophobic. And these are just preconditions that we have to grow past once you're aware of them. And I was saying that a lot of parts about when you talk about the transphobia and talk, Genuine dodging the kiss was not transphobic. It's the thought process of that, the fact that we are so focused on it was a transsexual that came on in him more so than anything else that builds that lens. And it makes you think of if what you're seeing, if you're attracted to a woman and that's what's being presented to you, are you more afraid that it's a guy or that you are attracted to a guy? And that, I mean, not it's a guy, that she used to be a guy, that she was born a guy, or that are you afraid of being attracted to a guy? Because I feel like this country conditions us to be afraid to be gay. More so than to be gay necessarily. It's like, I don't want to be gay, even if you're not even attracted to dudes. And it's a big wormhole of nuance, because what came to me in the whole Genuine conversation was we were so focused on like rallying behind Genuine and saying, no, you can put your penis wherever you want, Genuine. They can't dictate where you put your but that got a lot of things. Basically, we were more focused on trying to come to his aid of, yeah, you were sexually assaulted and body's trans, and I wonder if it was a woman, would we be as running to his aid?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
True.
So, we ran into that and a whole bunch of other things on Flower Bats Podcast. Come rock with us, check us out.
By the way, Genuine recorded my pony. I'm pretty sure he knows he can put his penis wherever he wants to. After that song, he got it. Okay. Man, so Fly with Bats is available at flywithbats.podbean.com. Also available on iTunes. What are some of our other podcasts that we like from local black millennials? Are we still into
The Metal Hand of God?
Metal Hand of God. That's
Your 30 podcast.
Your 30.
Yes.
We like Roxy's Way.
I like. Oh no! Now they're called Therapy Noir. That's the name of the podcast
Therapy
now.
Noir, okay.
Yeah. The We'll Figure This Out podcast with Jay Skills from
like
102.9 and my dude Carl.
They're cool dudes. And then I see there's one coming out called Say It With Your Breast.
Say It With Your Breast.
Say It With Your Breast. That's a young lady named Ariel Dominique. She's a singer. She gets some of her music, but it's apparently something from the feminine lens.
Okay.
Probably breast related.
Breast centric, yeah.
Breast centric. Breast centric.
Well, I didn't think it was gonna be breast centric. Wait, I'm the one this time that's on the other hand. Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Maybe it's not gonna be breast centric.
No.
Metaphorically
breast centric.
Yeah.
I would just hope there's a little bit of focus on nipple. Just a little bit of focus on
There's
nipple.
always focus on nipple.
Okay, well.
Friend.
So say it with your breasts. Check out these black podcasts by local black millennials here in New Orleans.
Free the Hard Way. That's another one.
Oh, yeah.
Hard Way.
Yeah.
And what else we got? The two nice guys next door. That's my homie Kamari Stevens.
Black guys
and,
next door.
The black guys next door. You're right. But yeah, check out these podcasts by these local black millennials, and let's get this media going, you heard me? I got a really good show for you guys. If you stay tuned, I will tell you how you can win free tickets to see the Black Panther, courtesy of our friend Juan LaFonta. I got a bunch of free tickets, a bunch of them. I'm going to tell you how to get them if you just stay tuned.
I never freeze.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Yes.
We got later on Erika Flowers. She's sent us her new music. She's going to perform something for our Facebook Live viewers. But up first, we got the crew from Vaku. They're here to teach us about art, charity, and indescribable happiness, which is that not what my life is about, indescribable happiness? So I'm looking forward to talking to them when we come back from this break. But, DJ Mastermind, what you got?
I got one called Soil by High Def.
Okay, is that one of our new ones?
Yeah, one new one.
Okay.
That's a title for that ass.
Soil. Yo, I'll be listening. This is
Yes.
This is a song by a local independent artist, y'all. Check us out. Don't get nothing on you. We'll be right back. I feel like I'm losing my voice. Does it sound like I'm losing my voice?
Huh?
I feel like I'm losing my voice. It's not what I'm supposed to be at.
Facebook Live, tell us if you think DC Paul is losing his voice.
Why would you make people?
You told me to interact with the people, DC Paul.
Got your ass together. Ain't gonna tell them to do it no more.
Yo, you ready for Vaku? Alright.
All of them coming?
Alright.
I don't know who's coming. Yo, River here too.
Okay. You know River?
Yeah.
You know River?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was asking. See? Why this song called Soil?
Make it clap. That man trying to play his CD.
You trying to get... Oh! This the bars episode. Huh?
Keeping it real with Jay. Can you grab this for a second?
Get drunk.
I'm trying to hold the camera.
See, Monica said I'm a little horse. She get it.
You're a little what?
Monica, should we? I told you take some of that crown.
One gonna be by Jessica, one gonna
So I mean,
two
he
gonna be
did
by
the song
Sean.
is edited.
All right, somebody.
Yo, Jay,
I can actually step out so we can have room.
if you want to,
Yeah, that's fine.
okay.
What happened?
I don't want
Okay, I just need 2 chairs. Well, no, actually, I just need one.
one chair.
All right, hi Def. I like this song. Now the title "Soil" threw us off, but you
Right,
talking about making
but-
that ass clap
I mean, I'm
Quite
always
surprising.
in favor of making that ass clap.
on the soil though.
I guess
It's all soil.
it's all soil.
It's all soil.
Well, actually, yeah, so 2 right here in the studio.
You know what this is? Why does my body ignore what my
Oh,
mind
yeah.
says? This is a Jill Scott sample. My body ignore what my mind says.
No, I'm getting up, babe.
Try to keep it intact. Let me take this.
Yeah.
Talk to the people.
Well, what's going on, y'all? Rocking with the Misbelief show. We really excited to be here.
Good to have you here. Good to have you here.
Talking Ron?
What's going on? We in the building.
Yeah.
Cool. You know it.
Let's see the hoodie.
Let me get comfortable
Man,
first.
he got a whole neck piece.
Oh, yeah.
I got this shirt, but I got to cut the sleeves off of mine though.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when I get a chance to, because last time is out, I can close the door when y'all
Okay. Malik being real helpful.
What's going on? It feel like it's not up. Y'all not like. What's like everybody feel like they just woke up.
Yeah, I know, man. Why would they? We gonna just cause his light right here went out, so it ain't the same energy in this bitch.
Clothes off, you know what I'm saying? Oh, wrong.
He got the full hoodie on. Ain't that? It's very warm in here. What y'all shooting? What y'all shooting?
We have an art department we're trying to build for visuals. So
Okay, talk to my Facebook Live. If you could do 2 things at one time, would y'all doing a commercial or just a little?
visuals, commercials,
Yeah.
video shoots.
Nice. So you have that? Tell them what it could.
Yo, also, y'all can go on DC page and y'all can
Share the Facebook.
watch y'all.
Share the Facebook Live, but
And you get more visuals at www.bakuland.com. Got LA's videos.
oh, is this Joshua Kegler? There's Joshua Kegler. First of all, look at this argyle on this sweater before I give it back to camera. Goddamn, where you got this from? My closet? Where you got that from? It'll be me so bad.
Giving you competition, huh?
It'll be me so bad.
He did not deny that he got that from your closet, though.
Man, you know what can I say?
Watch him.
It was not from DC's closet. It's just so we all know this.
Just
Make
make
sure
sure.
knows that the email has a song.
If you want to go up in there right now and go tell him. Make sure it's tight here.
Still a fashion look.
How you doing?
Good. Giving us the solid colors. Curl popping. Very good. Very good. That's right here. That's reminding me of my hometown right now.
See what?
Reminded me of my hometown because our school colors were maroons. When I saw y'all,
I'm repping for you right now.
Yeah,
What's the name of the school?
we were the Bro-Ridge Tigers.
What?
The Bro-Ridge Tigers.
The Tigers?
Yeah.
I got stripes and stuff. Okay, we rocking it, you heard me? Shouts out to Brian School. And that's how we gonna call it, Brian School.
Brian School.
You hear me? Where you from again, B?
I'm from Bro-Ridge.
Misbelief password? Did you change it?
Nah, I never had it.
I never changed it.
Misbelief pass.
You put the cap
I
lock
want
too?
y'all to be like logging on my shit.
Hey. How y'all feeling?
Feeling pretty good.
Good.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm trying to get out. I'm cold, but I'm hot right now. I can't make it work. You know what I mean? I'm either cold or I'm hot. I'm never right. You know.
I got you.
What is it?
I'm feeling Baku right now.
Oh! Use that brand as a verb, nigga. Yes.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Was it? What? I'm winning tonight, y'all.
Are we back?
We can't be back. And we're back. We're back, y'all. Welcome back to the Misbelief Radio Show. We're live on WBOK 12:30 a.m.
Or
you're watching us on my Facebook Live video.
Or
you listen to the podcast available at www.themisbelief.podbean.com and on iTunes.
Or
you're watching our YouTube channel because The Misbelief is also a visual podcast available at The Misbelief on YouTube. Is that all? Or you listen on the WBOK app.
You dig?
Or you're listening on www.wbok1230am.com. Because we at The Misbelief are all across all these platforms. You heard me?
You hear me?
You heard me? All right, you guys. We're trying to loosen up here, man. I'm a little hoarse, and they say that because the light is out and the energy is down, we need to pick it back up. So hopefully we got them sound effects ready because our first guest is here. Make some noise, you guys. Welcome to the crew from Baku.
Let's start slow clap first.
I was so worried it wouldn't happen. I would have been so embarrassed.
I was ready
to clap, man. No, I wouldn't make you clap for yourself. Introduce yourselves individually.
All right, so my name is Ron Davalos. I'm the president of Baku.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Jaron Nicholas.
And before I say my name, I just want to let y'all know I was thinking about a tagline because I heard y'all.
Okay,
so,
you got bars.
My name is Allay. The girls love Allay, so you should love Allay. There we go.
Okay.
Straight up.
You know what? I'll give it to him. That's what so before we start the interview off, I always ask all of my guests this first question on the Misbelief Radio Show. Y'all know what a misbelief is?
Misbelief.
I feel like a misbelief is a truth.
Expound upon that. I mean, you're wrong, but I want to hear where you're going with it.
So,
give it to me, brother.
When you say you believe in something, in my opinion, it's like you're uncertain, right? So if you misbelieve it, it's kind of like the truth is what it actually is.
Okay.
It's not something that you're uncertain about.
Okay, you see this fruit in this picture right here?
Oh.
Oh my God. Y'all recognize these?
But he the deep one of the squad. I see that. It's like, why break down the words and like my education.
I love that. Yes. I love that word confuses people who don't call this fruit a misbelief.
Right.
They're like, well, I mean, I really feel like it's something that you're not supposed to believe. You still believe? Nah. I like where you was going with it, but no, man. You call them Japanicans? What about y'all? What y'all call them?
Actually, misbelief.
You call them misbelief? Oh, do you really?
Yeah, really.
Make sure you're talking to the mic.
Oh, yeah.
So you call misbelief. Yeah. All right. So you call them misbeliefs from what neighborhood?
I'm from Uptown.
Uptown. Okay. What about you? Japanicans? Algiers, West.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
West Bank.
And where you from?
So I'm from the Calio, but I learned about misbeliefs in Algiers when I met this guy.
Okay.
We used to be in the backyard every day after high school, going in the yard to get misbeliefs.
Nice.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, that's what we was looking for y'all to say.
Y'all got your New Orleans stripes back right quick.
Come on. Yeah, but you did call them misbeliefs growing up, right? Cool. This is one of the things that connect us as black millennials in the city. A lot of us call them that, and a lot of us had the same story about hopping somebody's fence, going to somebody's backyard and collecting them. So there you go. You've been inducted into it. Welcome, man. So you got one of y'all, two of y'all from Uptown, and then you kind of halfway rep the West Bank.
He's West Bank.
He's West Bank.
He has
I'm
West
gonna
Bank.
take that West Bank.
I'm gonna tell you this. I represent New Orleans as a whole.
That's real. Me
I lived
too.
everywhere.
Okay.
I mean, I lived in the 6th Ward. I lived everywhere.
Okay, that's LA talking. LA, you were also a recording artist, right?
Correct.
You came to the Jazz Market a couple Wednesdays ago and did your thing, and you submitted some music to us to play right after this interview, right?
Correct.
Tell us about what style of music you do, who your influences are.
Influences. I love Soulja Slim.
Okay.
That's a good one.
We do too.
Master P, definitely being from the Cali. That was one of my biggest inspirations. Pimp C, Lil Wayne, of course. Andre 3 Stacks.
You might actually have good music.
And,
God, that's some good influence.
And my late father, 6 Ward Cook.
Okay. So we're gonna come back to the song after the interview, but I'm interested now.
Yeah, man, you got some good picks.
You remember Baku too? What's your position?
Well, actually, Baku is sponsoring me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say, well, I'm the cat that wear the chains. I was like, all right, one day I got the chains. Got the neck pieces on. You say you're the president of Aku?
Yes, sir.
And what's your position?
I'm basically like the fashion director.
Okay,
Coming
we'll
up.
take that. Y'all coming up on y'all 5-year anniversary, I heard, huh?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
That's in what, in March? That's
March 22nd.
okay. That's good stuff, man. So tell us how the brand started. I'm curious.
And drop your name so we know who
Yeah.
is
By the
who,
way,
you
cool.
heard?
Your voice is kind of similar. Make sure you be like this.
Oh, word?
This Ron and this Jaron. Man, that's gonna be hard. Get it in.
All right.
Well,
Jaron.
alright, this is Jaron.
Uh-huh.
Alright, well, we started back in high school at McDonald 35.
Okay.
Me and my partner Alvin. And
Who's
we
Alvin?
Ellie.
You mean Allay?
Ellie. Right. And basically
Call you
came
Alvin.
upon a name, you know, and it means indescribable happiness.
Mm-hmm. In what language?
I mean, it's our language.
Okay. I rocks with that. Okay.
Even better.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, you know.
5 years ago, so tell me how it started. Like, when you guys, I feel like I've heard this story before, but how did the brand start? I feel like I've heard this story before. Didn't it, give it to him, Ron.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, Ron here. So like as Jaron was saying, yeah, of course it started at 3-5. You know, it was just something they were just like playing around in class, and they were just like, you know, just trying to figure out like, you know, we want to actually, you know, create a lifestyle for people, not just a, you know, regular clothing line. You know, create an experience for people to have.
I like that.
And what happened, they just played around words. It was like, you know, some fun and also some, you know, crazy as well. So that's what the VA derives from vacation. And then cool, the KU derives from crazy. You imagine you in a crazy good time. So
I love that.
Indescribable happiness. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it, man. You guys have t-shirts, hoodies,
hats, purses.
You got neck pieces.
Yeah, I love the neck
Yeah,
pieces.
man.
Those are
LA's
dope.
rocking them. They got 2 or 3 of them on double parry, huh?
The homie Raheem Glaspie got so many of y'all shirts.
Oh, yeah, that's my big brother, man. Shout out to Raheem.
Oh yeah, definitely shout out to Raheem.
So I heard y'all co-sponsored the Jerk Chicken Festival, huh? Last year?
Yes, sir.
So that means you're doing the Jerk Chicken Festival this year too? That's coming up. That's next weekend.
Yeah.
Next weekend.
Okay, that's what's up.
It's the big weekend.
I believe our other guest is doing the Jerk Chicken Festival.
Word.
Yeah.
Turn up.
Jerk Chicken Festival. That's cool, man. So how'd y'all come up on that as a sponsorship? That's pretty interesting.
Ooh, well, that it was a little funny because going into 2017, it was like you know, school just ended, winter break, and Elle and I was talking. It was like, hey, you know, in 2017 we need to make sure we do more events, vending, you know. And I was on Eventbrite. And a lot of people sleep on Eventbrite because they just feel like, oh, you know, it's really nothing. But you can actually come up on a lot of events on Eventbrite. And I'm just Googling, searching like upcoming festivals that was, you know, going to be in a city. And I came across the Jerk Chicken Festival. So first off, I knew it was new. I never heard of it. So I was like, okay, this is fresh. So I just emailed the guy, Joel, and next thing you know, he hit me back. He was like, "Hey man, I saw that you guys want to become vendors, but you also want to be sponsors too." He was like, "I'm like sponsors." I'm like, dude.
Was it like a Baku stage at the festival, or like?
No, it wasn't. But it was just like it was like a little mini stage. It was the first one, so it was real small. But this one now, they have 2 big stages. So.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Nice, and that's next weekend, the 19th and the 20th?
Yes.
Okay, also, man, you guys are working at 8x8 District Convention, I see, on the 27th, the following weekend. What you mean? Yo, what y'all doing there? I'm curious.
Well, Alpha Fraternity Corporate. That's my fraternity. Of course, my fraternity.
Shout out to Malik.
Oh, yeah, shout out to Malik, of course.
Shout out to Joseph.
Yes, Joseph as well. I serve as the assistant district director over all the college brothers. And I just simply asked, I was like, hey, can we vend, man? Like, you know,
really?
So, yeah, so we just vended like all
at the
convention, yeah.
Dope.
One of the vendors.
You're probably going to be one of the few vendors that is not selling, like, paraphernalia,
right?
right.
They're going to be like, what is this? So
you going to sell all black and gold?
Black and gold will be in the building, but it's going to be more colors for sure.
I think the culture of art and charity part would be a big sell for brothers.
Definitely.
Right? So you say last year, over the years, you've been able to donate over $1,000 to a bunch of charity events. How you guys generating like charity money as opposed to like money? Because your brand is supposed to make money, right? Like, are you balancing both of those?
Yes, we are.
Nice.
Yes, we really are.
How old are y'all?
We are.
I'm trying to balance. Y'all philanthropists already? Okay, so tell me how you work that out.
So yeah, well, first of all, yeah, we all 21, 22. So
wow,
yeah.
really?
Man, give him that. Y'all
Look out, DJ wiping his eyes.
He's bored.
How about that, man? Come on. So
he gave us his applause.
Tell us how, man. You say you donate to. I've seen. Is that a book giveaway, a school supply giveaway,
yes,
ALS Association, Cancer Awareness Foundation? How, man? Shout out to y'all.
How? Honestly, shout out to our CFO, Adrian Harper.
Okay.
She. So you know, it's just kind of just like. Doing the numbers, honestly, she's good at that. I wish she was here, like she could kind of like give you the semantics.
I don't even know why I asked you. I don't know numbers. It's magic.
It's black girl magic.
Black girl magic, apparently.
Oh yeah, black girl magic. It's real. Yes.
That's what, man. Y'all are the whole movement. We don't have nothing like a CFO. We got a PayPal account. Trying to keep it all together. What up, Malik? I be saying that a lot too.
Me too.
Yeah, how you get?
He said all of the above, Malik. Yes.
Bro, really though, how like is it? Did you start at Dillard finding like a support base?
Yes,
you did.
Most definitely, and as well as Southern University.
Okay, so those two.
Yeah.
Nice. I see a picture of these young ladies wearing the Mardi Gras colored Baku shirts. Are those coming out?
Yes.
Those coming out soon. Next few days.
Well, we actually have all the pre-orders on Bakuland.com.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, it's up there. Yep.
It's up there. Bakuland.com.
Say it again.
Go get that Kunola collection.
Yeah, nice radio voice, man. I like what y'all are doing, man. So upcoming, y'all got the Jerk Chicken Festival. You've been at the A5A convention. Lot 1701. I like the space on OC Hairley. What y'all doing there? Vending again?
Yeah, we'll be vending again. It will just kind of be for people like to like the last minute people to get the Kunola collection for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just kind of just like kick off Mardi Gras because I know it's like the first round of parades that weekend. So yeah, that's really just to kick it off.
That's nice timing. That's good timing. And then after that, you go into Howard University Springfest. I mean, y'all are traveling with it.
Oh yeah,
DC.
Oh wow.
Dope. So
you travel.
So yeah, I feel like starting at Dillard and at Southern is a good way to open yourself up to college crowds, and I like that bringing that to DC. So you can about to open yourself up to a whole nother group of people who just help you expand your brand. What up, Bat? You want to say something?
I just want to ask something, man. Like, just in case y'all don't know it, y'all are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I need y'all to know that. Get your flowers while you can still smell them, dog. Y'all are amazing. At 21, y'all got CFOs. Y'all hustling, y'all grinding. I mean, like, I'm impressed in the mud. You heard me? Like, wow. So I want y'all to know that y'all got, it's crazy. So I just want to ask you, okay, y'all seem like the type, y'all dreamers. 10 years from now, ideally, we up in here, we like to speak it into existence, all right? So ideally, 10 years from now, where y'all at?
Good one.
Well, I see us as $1 million company. That's what I see.
That's Jaron who said that. Yeah. Speak it. Ron, same thing?
Ron, yes, I agree. Yes, $1 million company, flagship stores, honest, and of course home base New Orleans where it all started, and then of course venturing out to like the DMV, Atlanta, Denver, and Cali.
You guys are gonna start doing other pieces like blazers, jackets, things like that for
most definitely.
ladies' pieces. Coming soon. I should actually you the fashion director. You said.
He said ideas,
They got the addition to this organization. So before I ask LA what he's doing in the next 10 years, man, because I assume your next 10 years includes some musical projects, right?
Of course. Yeah, but for me, in the next 10 years, definitely a compound for my family. Overall, I just want to build an enterprise, right? And lay down the stepping stones for future generations.
I hear that.
Yeah, so I'm all about investing my money into our community, right? Therefore, we can have a better tomorrow. So that's where I'll be in the next 10 years.
And tell them how old you are right now.
That is beautiful.
Come on, son. Come on.
This is our future. I like it. And the way you guys got your heads on straight, I can already tell you're going to have the $1 million company, flagship stores, the music, the compound, and the enterprise.
Dude, it's happening.
Possibly less than 10 years. Y'all have kind of got a head start.
Right.
On some other stuff, you got a head start. So shout out to y'all. Allay, tell us about this song that we're going to play when we go to the break.
Blue Collar. Blue Collar is a single off of my, debut mixtape.
Okay.
And for the most part, it speaks to the blue collar industry, those who are working towards something, and pretty much tell them to keep their head up. You know what I mean? At times, we all go through obstacles, but don't get discouraged. Because there's light at the end of the tunnel. So
I like it.
That's blue collar.
Who'd you work with on this one? Who produced it?
Black and Mild.
Okay.
Black and Mild.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Nice,
so
nice.
it's definitely culture, New Orleans bounce music on there. You know what I'm saying?
Much appreciated. We're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, classic feel to it.
Tell the people where they can follow you on social networks.
Oh yeah, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that at Hello LA. That's HELLOALLAY.
Spell LA and the way you would not think to. Tell them where they can follow you at, Jaron.
You can follow me at Ron Stacks at Twitter and at Instagram.
Ron Stacks with a Z.
No, with an X.
Oh, with an X.
RONSCAX.
Okay, Ron Stacks on Twitter and Instagram. And Ron?
All right, you can follow me. I know this is funny, but it's Ron Stoppable.
I like it.
My favorite show. It's Ron _Stoppable_ on Instagram. Is Ronnie Set Go on Twitter. I like to run. Just as a hobby. And then, of course, on Facebook, Ron Davalos. I know very plain, but
the brand.
The brand, more importantly, Vaku brand, VAKU brand, BRAND on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube.
What's your .com?
.com is www.vakuland. Yes. .com.
I like it, man.
I'm gonna throw out something.
What you got?
So go check out that mixtape on Spotify.
The whole mixtape is out already?
Yeah, so it's reaching out people's ears.
It's on SoundCloud as well?
No, not on SoundCloud.
Okay, but it's Spotify, Apple Music. Okay, make sure I'm gonna get
That's
it.
cool.
We're gonna talk. But I think we have it queued up right now, don't we, Mastermind? Okay, well, introduce it for the man.
Let's go.
Y'all stay tuned to the Misbelief Radio Show. Hey, after we interview Erika Flowers, I'm going to tell y'all how you can get these free tickets to see the Black Panther, so stay tuned to the Misbelief Radio Show and don't get nothing on you. Good interview, man. Appreciate y'all. Keep talking to the people.
What's up, y'all?
Just finished up,
We usually get a good 400 views by the end of this tonight.
Feeling kind of hot.
So
The code, that's L. Oh, that's Ron.
My phone?
It's the code.
It's my
everybody repping 35.
08.
Sharita went to 35.
Repped out.
35. Everybody.
Yeah.
They should choose Shep.
And y'all definitely have y'all shirts. We got y'all shirts. You gotta get y'all size. What's your size?
Medium, yo.
Medium.
What size is it? Ron.
That's a medium.
Right here.
Medium.
Alright.
Take a medium.
Look, this is the 3X.
Malik. Possibly. That's probably Malik.
He gonna take down the information.
Yeah, information which y'all side of y'all need.
Thank you.
What's up, D? What's up, Petey?
So how did your sponsorship start with vocal?
What's going on?
Yeah, so actually, I've always was into music since high school. And I met the guy, Jaron, over there, one of my best friends.
Okay.
And when he came up with the idea, him along with Ron, they just reached out to me. And was like, man, I think you could be a good face for it. So, yeah. So
That's what's
I'm
up,
out here,
man.
I like this song.
Check out Vakuland.com.
LA ain't sipping from the heel. TV.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna buy it.
Person with them, they're not playing no games. They're official. All right. And not to distract from the job, but what's your affiliation with the brand? Are you?
Yeah, I am a part of Vaku brand. More the media, art department, so that's with visuals and
Awesome.
yeah, things like that.
Awesome. We got to ask your age as well.
I am 21. I'm 22 in March.
Inspiring.
Yo,
Yeah.
they didn't say, but they got a fire Mardi Gras design. Y'all just go on the online store
Yeah, I like it.
and get it. They got long sleeve, short sleeve for Mardi Gras.
Got kid shirts.
Kid, yeah, we got some big kiddos.
Like that tie-dye one?
Yeah, that
Yeah, I can see you in that.
Okay.
Yeah. Appreciate that.
So now I'm gonna have to transition y'all to bring Erika flowers in. I like your can in real talk.
Appreciate it.
I don't do video, I don't do stills. So. Yeah, so. Alright. Ooh.
Catch you, yo. For real, for real.
When you gonna sip the song?
I got you.
Yes, Miss Dana, they 21s.
And let y'all people know.
That's crazy.
Open tomorrow. It won't be open Monday.
It's a blessing.
It won't be open Monday, but it will be open tomorrow.
The future is bright in the black neighborhood, y'all.
21 years old, like 21 years old.
We showing our age being shocked by that.
So, DC, Oshun, Erika.
Malik working, y'all. Look at Malik working.
Happy surprises, yes.
Oh, really?
Buck up too.
It's kind of tight up in here. Miss Dana, I don't know if you heard last week. I hope you're still listening, but DC wants you on the show. So send him a message, and we're proud of you. Congratulations on your Academy Award nomination.
Take advantage of the pre-orders.
We got to set up Erika Flowers is going to sing. She's going to interview first with this man, DC Paul.
Hey, Erika Flowers.
Well, thank y'all. I know this ain't gonna be our last time. Anytime y'all doing the Route 9 or y'all.
Erika Flowers has hair goals.
Call head up DC, say hey, I have to come through.
Look at this.
Sponsoring another festival or something. Take a picture with the WPO.
Stuff like a meeting of the minds. Picture? You take a picture with them? Are they gonna leave right now? I don't know. So Ms. Flowers, I know you're going to talk about music on the show. So for the Facebook Live, can you talk to us? We have hair goals. We're getting hair goals from you. So can you talk about all of this beautifulness?
Oh, thank you.
What do you do?
What do I do?
What can you recommend?
I mean, everyone's hair is different.
True.
So, I mean, I've been natural for about a year completely. Took that big chop last year, Christmas Eve. It's been an interesting journey, easier than I thought it would be to maintain. Moisturize. It's all about the deep conditioner and daily moisture, spraying a little leave-in, doing a little spritz of some oil or something like that. But yeah, I like Cantu coconut curling cream.
All right, come on.
You know, for my twist outs. Design Essentials mousse is my go-to as well. They should send me some free products.
All right, we're gonna speak it.
But yeah.
Awesome. Well, you getting love on the Facebook Live.
Yeah.
Just saying hello.
Oh, but I can't say that I'm a huge fan of coconut oil for my hair.
For your hair. Okay.
Yes, for my hair. It works for some other people, not so much for me. It locks in moisture and keeps out anything else that you're about to put in it afterwards. So I wasn't crazy about that.
Interesting.
Awesome. So I remember when you cut your hair, but I don't remember what the hair looked like before you cut it.
Before, I mean, I had a relaxer. It was perm, definitely straight. But then after that, I guess the year before I actually cut, I was rocking these Marley twists for a while.
Yeah, is that what I saw? I have to go look at some of the old pictures. I remember you doing a haircut and then like this.
Was relaxed, just
exactly
there.
I always have perm concept everywhere.
Transitions with some Marley twists and box braids, and then made that chop.
Here we on. We on. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? I said, is y'all ready? I said, is y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay, well, if y'all ready, then we back, yo. Welcome back to the Misbelief Radio Show. You heard me. I'm DC Paul, and as I said last week, I am the unicorn, I am the rebel, I am the bombshell, all wrapped into one. That makes me the millennial Arsenio.
Someone with
that makes you confused.
My bad.
And who are these people? These pieces of me? Who's
these pieces of you?
Oh, no.
Did you give birth to me?
Who that is to my right? Tell them your name.
You can't let nobody get a show because they turn into Oprah Winfrey. I'm Gail. We got Stephanie. We got all these people up in here adding.
No, this is DC Ruffin.
Right. DC Ruffin.
DC Ruffin.
Right. Hi, everybody. It's me, the one and only unicorn herself, the mystical being, Oshun.
Hey, Oshun.
Hey.
You a mythical being now?
Swagger Jackal.
What you was it? I ain't gonna say nothing.
So yeah, you caught me taking my teeth out on the air. I did it. Who's this just laughing at me to my left side? Think it's so funny.
It's that actor guy, Mr. Bats, in the building.
Why is it so funny, Mr. Bats, huh?
Because you were just taking out your teeth on radio. And then it having the nerve to still try to talk.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how.
Oh my God, Mr. Bang. Who that left on bad boots? Who that left on bad boots?
Put that into your left side. You heard me.
It's Jay Steele. It's Jay Steele, the fat girl foodie, over here keeping it real.
How's the Fat Girl Know the brand been growing? I've seen the pictures.
It's been growing really, really well. We are waiting on our first webisode to drop.
Nice.
And we have gear that we're going to start selling really soon.
Dope. We're going to talk about Dong Fongs and a little later because I have experience. I'm going to tell you just how good it was.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Who is that to your left?
Yo, this is Malik. I freeze moments. I give tours. Looking for love in 2018.
Well, you better come on. You better look for love.
Yeah.
Are you know we do speed dating at 14 parishes once a month now. You can come get you some of that loving.
I see the quality of people speed dating.
Oh!
Everybody needs love, Malik.
Don't make me turn this. Don't make me turn it into a segment. I'll find you love. I'll find you love.
Anyway,
That's messed up.
Who's at the booth?
Coon Slayer!
What was that last song you just played?
That was Lucky Lou. I got the plug.
Okay, that actually, you would think that I Got the Plug was about like a drug dealer, but it actually wasn't, right? No, it was a real positive song. I like that song. The Misbelief radio show only plays music by local independent artists, so if you're one of those, send us your radio-friendly music and we'll put it on the playlist and play it whether I like it or not. Swear to God I will. Here's our second interview this episode, the lovely and beautiful Miss Erika Flowers. Hey, she is. And she deserves all the applause that she just got, because if y'all can see her, she is stunning.
Yes.
But we're going to start this interview off beautiful. When we start this interview off like we start all our interviews. You know what a misbelief is?
I do.
What?
Fruit.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this: you did not grow up here in New Orleans, right?
No.
Did you guys see this fruit in the Bronx?
Definitely not. The first time I saw Misbelief was actually a couple of years ago at a festival at Congo Square, Louis Armstrong Park. I found a tree. Well, someone else found the tree, and they were like, "Oh, try this," and I'm like, "What is this? You just picked this?" I tried it. It was amazing.
What they called it? Do you know?
Not a Misbelief. They called it something else.
Japan again, or Chinese plum?
Chinese plum. And then I actually tried your Misbelief punch at a Tank in the Banga's backyard hangout. And I was a believer.
That's cool, man. That tree that's in Congo Square is fruitful. When it's in season, that thing that'd be. If I was homeless, I would just hang out under that tree all day and just eat Misbeliefs.
If you were homeless, you would hang out under the tree.
He says, is that a life goal?
Right.
So, Miss Erika Flowers, you are such a talented artist. I had the pleasure of seeing your set at the Last Couches at Art Space 3116. And that music, so I had seen you before, let's say that first, but the music I heard you do at Couches was contrast into what I heard previously, right?
Definitely, yeah.
What inspired the change in your sound?
Life, everything. I mean, this musical journey that I'm on, it's ever changing. I feel like through the years I've grown as a person, so of course my music is going to reflect that. Initially, starting this whole songwriting and performing thing down here in New Orleans, it was definitely traditional R&B, more on like the Corinne Bailey Rae style, full band. I started off with a full horn section, so I guess I was overambitious with the whole thing.
You think?
And right off the gate to have a horn section, there were like 8 people on stage for my first gig. It was kind of ridiculous, but yeah, I mean, since then, going to now, it's just been a life thing and just being more open and being comfortable with just being myself and being real and trying out new sounds that I've always been interested in, music that I might have heard but I didn't really think that I could do, and it's just like finding that freedom musically.
So I didn't think about this till you just said it, but I had seen you on stage perform with the full band, and then the last time I saw you at Couches, you performed by yourself with the looping machine.
Yeah.
And I wonder if that had something to do with that set to me was like the best set I've seen from you, and and it was new music, the looping technique. First of all, how long you been working with this looping machine?
Since last March, I believe. So it's almost a year that I've had it.
Pretty professional, I think. I think what you're doing with it. That's probably what it was. Getting to see you on stage by yourself, and most of the sounds I'm hearing is like you're looping your vocals. You're doing the drum machine. So I'm like watching an artist layer her voice, and it's easy just to focus on you rather than 8 horn plays and whatnot. So I love this new direction.
So basically, you record your voice, and then you let that play. Then you record your voice again, maybe in a different key or a different harmony, and you let that play. And then basically you end up singing with yourself.
You can't use the word basically now.
No, I'm not saying basically. I'm just trying to give it to our audience who might not understand what you're saying is happening.
Oh yeah. So if the audience don't, thank you.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. So the machine she uses, she does record her voice and it records over the voice. Ain't nothing basic about it. But check out my Facebook Live.
Stacking,
harmonies. You beatbox a little bit.
Yeah.
And you mix all these sounds together and you record it live, and we just watch this experience explode.
Stacking it from nothing. Building it from the ground up.
My name is DC Paul on Facebook. Also, TheMisbelief has a Facebook page. We have a Facebook Live video going right now. So if you're interested to see what this looping, stacking, started from the bottom and now she's here,
right?
What it looks like in person, tune in and share the video because it's going to be an amazing performance in a few minutes. But Erika, at that Couches, you mentioned that you were releasing like a different single. Was it every week or something like that in 2018?
I don't think I said that, but I said new music coming.
That's fake news.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, there's definitely new music to be expected this year. I released my latest single, Magical, at the top of the year, January 1st. Is
that part of a big project?
Yes. Big things to come. There's a full project definitely coming these next couple of months, so you have that to look forward to. More live performances. I have some coming up, and I'll officially announce it here, because I see you checking it. I'll officially announce it here. But yeah, as you said earlier, I will be supporting the headlining artist at the Jerk Chicken Festival next Saturday, Techie. So I'll be supporting him there, and then I'll be at the Frenchman Hotel on February 10th. So that Saturday before Mardi Gras, I'll be out there 9 o'clock.
Okay.
Doing my looping solo set there, so for all who are curious, that would be the place to be.
I would absolutely check that out. You did that when I saw you. I was like, man, I want to get that. I'm ready for the full project. So the single Magical is available where?
On all major digital platforms, so Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Tidal, SoundCloud, everything. But all the links to social media and where you can find my music is on my website, erikaflowers.com, ERIKA. So if you want to read some stuff that I write on my Tumblr page or my thoughts on Twitter, Instagram, look at cute pictures of me.
I see you work with Prosper Jones on this doing right that stuff on.
Yeah, we have a couple of songs. And initially with this whole transition to this new sound, he was someone that I was working with and really brought that out of me to explore these different sounds sonically. He's great. I have 2 songs on his project as well.
Nice.
So you mentioned that if we go to your website, we can see photos of you, and the people on the radio can't see, but you're strikingly beautiful.
Thank you.
So I have 2 questions. Have you done modeling? And also, is there some type of way that you would like to do more visual things with your music and your artwork in a more visual manner? Because I've taken pictures of you. You are very beautiful.
Thank you.
And very easy to photograph. So is there some type of way that, are you thinking about meshing your music with a more visual image as well?
For sure. I mean, prior to this release, I think people kind of got used to seeing me on the gram. If you check out Erika Flowers on Instagram, you'll see a lot of my professional photographs. I do model. I'm signed to a local agency, 5245 down here. So I've been able to do that, and it's been great to transition into this new music. It's definitely gotten more eyes on me, probably that I wouldn't have had just being there. So that's been great, and it's been something that I've always been told to do, like, oh, you should model, you're so tall, you're cute. Okay. So finally...
But yes, actually, you should.
Yeah, so about a year ago, I finally put the effort into doing so, and people have been receptive to it. It's been great for me, building confidence, and it goes hand in hand with this music in terms of visuals. It's definitely something that goes together, and any videographers and photographers out there, here I am, always down to collab on some visuals. Yeah, it's been a great thing all around.
So for our listeners who maybe haven't heard your music before, can you tell us a little bit about your influences and a little bit about who inspired your sound and also how that's evolved this year since you have all this new music coming out?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, growing up, I was definitely influenced by the big voices, the divas like Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion. Those are like my go-to. I was into pop music, following that, little teeny bopper, Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, that whole thing. So it's definitely been all over the map in terms of influences, but it wasn't until like years ago when I saw an artist, Kimbra, who I'm like a huge fan of.
Okay.
Yeah, I discovered her on YouTube and saw her actually using this looping machine. And it was just like crazy to me. I was like, wow. She's doing this by herself. Like, here I am with this band. She's doing this standing alone. And I felt like it was just such a strong performance. I'd never heard music that she was producing. So since then, she's been a great influence. And that was definitely the big influence for me, like incorporating that looper into my live performance and like taking that leap. And even musically, what she does, like, she's fearless with her sound.
I had almost forgotten about her till you said her name. I was like,
yeah,
you know what? I see
she's
the
so
influence.
dope.
Yeah,
She's great.
That Settle Down song was a hit. I loved it.
Yeah, amazing artist. But that's one of my biggest influences right now, on top of some other alternative R&B artists like SZA and Kalila and some other folks that are out right now.
Well,
wait.
Go.
And Lauryn Hill, how dare I?
That makes sense.
We know that you are from New York, and being from New York, how did you get here? How did Erika Flowers come from the Bronx, end up in New Orleans singing with a looper? Tell me this story.
Yes. I went to a performing arts high school, and one of my friends there actually attended a college down here, Loyola. I'd been looking into different schools because I knew I wanted to continue music, checking out some schools that friends of mine had gone to after graduating. So I checked out Loyola, took a visit, auditioned, loved it. New Orleans, I automatically felt so comfortable. It felt like home, and it really sucked me in. I went to college here, decided to stay after I graduated, and I've been here ever since. I did go home for a little bit, but I found my way back again because this place is just amazing, especially for the creative artist and anyone who's looking to grow in their art. I think this is a great foundation and start.
What performing arts high school did you go to?
LaGuardia High School.
I actually feel LaGuardia when everybody went
the
to.
famed school.
Right. I want to live forever.
This is the only one that matters, actually.
I thought you was going to say there was one that I had not heard of. I was going to say if it ain't LaGuardia,
there
did
are
you really
others,
go to
but
one?
this is the one.
Yeah.
I'm just going to toot my horn right there because I don't pick it up enough.
I want to ask you, it's like a two-part question. If we're going through your page or whatnot, what song would be a perfect entry point song for people that would be new to your music, and also what song you feel help you grow as a songwriter, because you write your own music, right? Yeah. So which song help you grow as a songwriter, and which song you think would be an awesome entry point to be like, you know what, to get to know me, check this one out first.
Yeah. Well, I mean, right now everything is cleared and ready for the future. So you'll see the latest single as the song to listen to from me right now. I feel like that's the best representation of what's to come and what I'm currently doing in that style of music. I mean, if you scourge the internet, you might find some other things there. But, I mean, that's my history. That's definitely what built me and brought me to this place. But right now, Magical is definitely setting the tone of bringing that alternative R&B, a little bit of hip-hop sound, you know, in there, and just new vibes.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we got Magical queued up for the people who are listening, but for the folk who are watching, we got Miss Erika Flowers about to do a live performance right here in studio at 12:30. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be a different song than Magical.
It won't be Magical, perfect.
But,
good, give us something exclusive for the viewers.
So you'll have to check out
the
video.
And tell them before we get out of here how they can follow you on social networks.
Yes, Erika Flowers, ERIKA.com. Links to all my social media, all my musical platforms. You can follow me on the gram, Erika Flowers, Twitter, Erika_Flowers. Those are the main things.
Okay, awesome. Great to have you, and I'm looking forward to hearing Magical and then what comes after Magical. I've heard a few of your new songs already.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
looking forward to you putting out
If you
these
come out to
studio
the live
versions.
performance,
That's when
you'll see some exclusive stuff.
Great. Well, you guys, one more time for Erika Flowers, thank you for coming. And do tune into the Misbelief Facebook Live video, DC Paul's Facebook Live video, because Erika Flowers is going to bless us with something exclusive. But do stay tuned, because I'm going to tell you after that how to get these free tickets to see the Black Panther, courtesy of our homie Juan LaFonta. But this is Magical by Erika Flowers. Stay tuned to the Misbelief radio show, and don't get nothing on you. Make sure these spaces are set up. You ready?
Where does candy come from?
This light won't be there. I'm so ready.
Who's getting jacked?
What?
Oh, see, you trying to catch me stealing candy? No.
Trying to catch me what? Turn it down some in here, please.
What's going on?
I got it.
Need some backup, Erika?
Hold on, let me get mine. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3, and a 4.
We on okay? We on good? All right, you guys, here it is. Exclusive performance from Erika Flowers here live in studio 12:30.
Come get me a looper.
All right.
It's a great investment. I feel like everyone should check it out. Check 1, 2. Y'all can hear me. You loud and clear out there.
Living around I thought I was doing the best that I could. Still you thought that was better. How could you let it running through snow and no clothes like I knew you would? It was nothing more than a fuck, but I thought you wouldn't give one. I tried and tried so many times to overstand it. But oh my God, oh my, who have I become to let someone just say, how could I let you win when I could be free flying? Jet setter, it shows a fast life. Jet setter, I think this must stop. Jet setter, how could I let you win when I could be free flying? Jet setter, it shows the fast life. Jet setter, I think this must stop. Playing games, rolling around your late for work. Wash your drawers, never stand your shirt. I take offense to how dumb you think I am. Guess we're doing this again. Stop going through my shit, you're doing it to yourself. How could you lie to my face? What do you see when you look at me? You see somebody else. How could I let you win when I could be free flying? Jet setter, it shows the fast life. Jet setter, I think this must stop. Jet setter, how could I let you win when I could be free flying? Jet setter, it shows the fast life. Tripping on things that I got so used to. I'm so tired of your lies. Can't believe anything you say like I love you. Baby, you know that I tried. Nobody told me that this would be easy, no. But this time I'm going so low. I'm going so low. I'm going so low. Could I let you win when you be free flying? Jet setter, it shows the fast life. Jet setter, I think this must stop. Jet setter, how could I let you win when I could be? Oh, jet setter, it shows the fast life. Jet setter, I think this must stop. Jet setter.
Hey, that was networks.
Yes, I guess I don't need this.
Erika Flowers with a K.
Erika Flowers, ERIKA Flowers.com. Erika Flowers on Instagram, Erika_Flowers on Twitter, and
yeah, some guy watching named Theo George. He said, "This is art with all capital letters. This is art." Yeah,
yes,
that was good.
Thank you, Theo.
That was amazing.
We out here.
Yeah.
But that was amazing.
Thank you so much for that. Keep us updated with the full project and the
Yeah, for sure.
Facebook,
I put things on there, Instagram. I always announce everything on Instagram, my stories.
I mean, Erika, you need a booking agent.
Okay.
You need a manager, but you need a booking agent.
You are the one to go to, okay?
What's going on, y'all? Man, she's dope.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, this was so much fun. Thank you. Shout out to TheMisbelief.
Yes,
Check them out every right?
Every Saturday.
Every Saturday.
They start in February. More frequently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no thanks. Take this pictures. Y'all stick around. Tell me to come in now.
Yo, Ron.
Damn song gonna be stuck in my head.
Dude, that was a
That
whoa.
was dope.
That was beautiful.
That,
I felt like I was
I got locked because what happened is when we be having performances, you know, DC usually lock the door. So if you in the booth with Devin, you screwed. So I got locked in the booth. I'm through the door feeling all this. Ooh.
Yeah.
God.
Share the video.
That's a vibe. Somebody said that's art. That is art. And that's what's happening in New Orleans, you heard me? We got so many amazing artists down here, man.
That's
Let's
somebody's
go.
song? That's somebody's song? Reggie Smith?
Follow Erika Flowers.
Reggie Smith?
Follow her. We need more of that. We need more attention on that.
Is it
Who's
the third
doing
song?
that?
Nobody.
Who doing that?
No, they got people doing it.
That was good.
Like that though? She's
It's
doing
the
it like
third
her.
song?
Kill it. Kill it.
We got so much new stuff.
And then she get all cool about it afterwards.
Yeah, she
like I just set the world on fire. Like she's like, oh yeah, what's up, y'all?
She's so
You know.
one tone. She's like, thank you.
How much time is left?
Thank you guys for watching. Thank you
Man,
guys.
I was wrong. Monica, I went to school with her. Well, shouts out to y'all, Yola folk.
What up, Jay Funny? What up, Catherine, Joe, Daryl?
Sharita Sam.
What's up, Mod?
What up, me? Oshun?
What up, me?
Yeah, he got his hair green. And he didn't pay me, Monica.
Oh.
See, but that don't be no minute.
And we are back. We're back, y'all. Welcome back to the Misbelief Radio Show live on WBOK 1230 AM. I'm DC Paul, the millennial Arsenio. Who's this to my right?
Hi, everybody. It's me, Oshun. Can you hear me? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, now I can hear myself. Hi.
Hey, Oshun.
Hi.
Who's this to my actual right?
Yo, this is Malik, the historical delight. I get all effects right.
Hey, ooh, yeah, they making songs nasty at the same time. You heard me. Who's this to my left?
That actor guy, Mr. Bats, holding it down as usual.
As usual, welcome. Who's at his left?
Is Jay still keeping it real when everybody else is fake?
Oh, wow. I feel personally
Got them
attacked.
together.
I feel personally attacked right
I mean,
now.
you should. You know, you in here trying to claim all of our identities and whatnot. That's fake as hell.
Wow.
Hey, can I say that?
You got it on your mind?
You got it on your mind.
I think your mic went out on.
Oh.
He got your mic. He got your mic. He dialing it. He dialing it.
You're going to learn about that in the booth.
Thank you, Mastermind, for having my back.
I was hoping you worked for me. Okay, that's cool. What was that last song you played, my man? It had a nice little groove to it. I like that.
Yeah, I like it too. It's called Under the Stars by Reggie Smith.
Okay. And then before that, what you played?
That was called My Darling by Miss Rel.
Miss Rel.
We got just new songs. And then before that, it was Magical by Erika Flowers. You know what was magical by Erika Flowers is that performance that just happened out there in Studio 1230.
It was like church.
If you on the Facebook Live, I hopefully it caught all those beautiful sounds. Hopefully I caught all the great angles. She ain't got no bad angles, but hopefully I caught it well enough. But being there in person, man, that she did that. Whew.
Man, just you need like candles and just
Yeah,
a rum and just wine and
grapes. Everybody could have been barefoot. You could have had henna tattoos and things. It was very much a vibe right there in the studio at 1230, as we called it.
I think that's a wind down jazz market type event that you can pull off. That'd be a new event. Wind down.
Just wind down. Stop giving me new ideas for events. Like I be needing off nights. Anyway. This segment is my favorite segment here on the Misbelief Radio Show. It's called What's Going On Out Here?
What's going on out here?
You heard me? It's where we talk about local talking points, news, topics, events, people, whatever interests us as black millennials here in the city of New Orleans. I'm gonna start it off with a what's going on out here because I've been talking about it all episode. So, and this is the first time you're hearing this, but you will see and hear more about it in the days to come. But our homie Juan LaFonta, he bought out a theater in Elmwood for February the 15th at 7 p.m.
The whole theater?
The whole theater, just for one show, and for 400 people.
Oh my God.
To see the Black Panther film.
Black Panther!
That's the first 400 people to show up to Juan LaFonta's, and he's gonna have a red carpet.
Oh my goodness.
He's encouraging y'all to show up in your African garb, or your all black, or your Black Panther cosplay, or your actual Black Panther with the afros and whatnot.
Boy, he said free popcorn. Ooh.
Yep. We will be broadcasting live. TheMisbelief we broadcasting live from the red carpet. Special appearances by Big Frida and others. I'm just saying, you're going to hear about it later on, but February 15th, 7 p.m. at the Elmwood AMC, Juan LaFonta is doing it for the culture.
For the culture!
For the culture. 400 free seats to see the Black Panther. But on top of that, also for the culture, Community Book Center is also doing an event that same night at the Broad Theater. Those tickets are only $10 if you can't make it to the Juan LaFonta. That's at 10 p.m. I may possibly be at both of those. I'll be at Elmwood at 7 and at Broad at 10 wearing a different outfit.
Oh, he said different outfit.
Different kente cloth outfit. Watch me. That's what's going on out here.
Now, are you saying just a different dashiki or a different outfit?
A different, something, maybe I'm just going to take the hat off, but it ain't going to look the same from one spot to the other spot. I promise. I swear to God, it's not.
Give me strength.
It's going to look like
Malik looks so disappointed by that answer.
You going to take the hat off.
Listen, I mean, all the Black Panther, like the organized Black Panther events that are happening, they encourage you to wear, some African garb or all black or cosplay. And I mean, if I'm going to tour in one night, I need to get people what they want. So I'm going to take the head off, pull the locks back into a fake ponytail.
I'm not. I think you need to have a cape on no matter what, though. A kente cape.
Wait till you see. Wait, no. Y'all got me effed up. Wait till you see the outfit the first one that I'm wearing is cape-like. I'll say that.
You know what? This brings me back to the romper ordeal of the summer.
Right.
Like we sitting there and a romper lady knocking on the door to come and sew you in. Like,
but you didn't think that the romper was a good idea, but that romper looked good on me. That romp him. You can't say call it romp him. I liked it. My glutes looked so good in that romper. I swear my glutes look like I do squats in that romper. I'm lying?
I learned in 2017 never to doubt DC Paul. He told us he was going to get a romper. He said he was not only going to get a male romper, but that was going to be African cloth, and he got one. And
I'm gonna have it taken in. I'm gonna have it altered so I can go see Black Panther.
If it's cape-like, I believe it's going to be cape-like. You're going to be flying everywhere. It's going to be super Paul. I'm here for it.
They ain't gonna like me. They ain't mad.
Super Nubian Paul.
That's what's going on out here. Oshun, you go first. What's going on out here, Mama?
Well, I just want to give everybody a heads up. It is January. Please, 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 please pay your taxes on time, people.
Pay them taxes.
Your real estate taxes are due, and please file for your government. The IRS will be looking for you. Hurry up and get this done. We need to make sure that we take care of our business and also adopt an old person. If you know somebody who cannot afford, or people are on limited income, most of them tax bills are not over $100. If you look into it, please make sure you can save their homes. It's not that much.
You said adopt an old person?
Did you say adopt an old
person? Yeah, she said it like it was normal too.
It is. Wait, y'all don't.
Okay. Can I be an old person? Can someone adopt me?
No.
You better not say that on this episode.
Never mind.
Since when do old people want to be adopted?
You will provide. Anybody that's over 65 years old, they usually have an age freeze on their home.
So they come and live with me?
No,
they have an age freeze.
Do I sign something?
Yeah, no. You just help them pay their taxes. Make sure that they can get their bills out on time. Like, take care of them. Make sure that they are okay.
With my money?
No, it could be their money. Just some of them need assistance.
Oh, they just need help.
Yeah.
Some people may need financial assistance.
I thought you were trying to give me a new grandma or something.
Can I tell them what you did for me?
Sure.
Speaking of property tax, so I just bought my first home in June of last year, and my girl Oshun hit me before the property taxes even came in the mail. Sent me a text message, called me, saying, "Hey, I'm at the assessor's office. I know how much your property taxes are. I'm gonna go ahead and pay them for you for 2018 as a birthday/Christmas present." Right. I felt like such an adult. That was the most adult gift I'd ever received.
Right.
Now, mind you, my property taxes ain't that much. No, ain't nobody.
I'm not balling.
It's a condo, so there wasn't that much but the gesture. Because I might have forgot.
He was definitely going to forget.
I might have forgot if you ain't dropped that for me.
He
so
definitely
I
was going to forget. And that's the problem, that we have a lot of reasons why we complain about gentrification being real. But if we take time and help people to understand the way the system goes, then it could be fruitful for them instead of them getting their houses taken away from them and they be in a more financial bind than.
But true that, I agree with you. But we don't learn that in school.
We do
like
not.
you learn crazy stuff like X, Y, Z, mark the T. Like, it don't even make sense. So I'm just saying like stuff like balancing checkbooks, paying your taxes, property taxes. I mean, this type of stuff you should be learning your senior year in high school.
Right. She told me how much my property taxes were. I was like, really? I didn't even know.
And the reason why is because I had to help him do X, Y, and Z first.
Well, we battling gentrification. How about we just adopt a white person?
Nope.
Wow. Nope. Can you adopt an old white person?
Oh.
You know how much?
I'm not the one gentrifying. I mean, adopt a young white person. Take over the house.
And then, no.
We're gonna just pick their house.
You're a mind white guy, and your house is too there. They gonna gentrify my spot. I'm here, man. But you're my white person.
Oh my God.
But actually,
40 acres of mule my ass.
There's a
I got slaves, bitch.
What? That's what's going on out here. What's going on
Y'all,
out
so
here,
it's
baby?
cold and it's about to get worse, and we pretty much are all about to die, because now they're saying for sure that it's gonna...
I ain't finna die.
I mean, it's about to snow on Tuesday, and they're telling people to...
It's gonna snow on Tuesday?
Yeah, you gotta keep your pipes warm, and you gotta keep your kids
Is it
warm,
really?
and your plans.
New Orleans is gonna be shut down.
And all that. You gotta keep
I know you
everything
lying.
warm. I'm
Do not
dead
go. Don't drive.
We had that frozen ice and rainwater before. It's not the same.
I mean, the National Weather Service is saying there's a slight chance of rain and sleet and snow on Tuesday.
Get the F
all
out of
through
here.
the day, all through the night, along with a hard freeze, meaning if you leave your pets out, whatever is outside, just gonna freeze to death. So
That's what's going on.
that's what's
out
going
here.
on out here.
Wow. And enjoy eating
Somebody
my
put
pig,
no now.
So Bass, what you got? What's going on out here, man?
Well, apparently, man, you know that that drunk driver, that 26-year-old man will spend the next 3 years in prison. Yes, only 3 for plowing into a crowd that injured over 30 people.
At the parade last year?
Yes.
3 years?
3 years
And
only.
what was his skin color?
Nielsen Rizzuto. Do you really have to ask what his skin color
Didn't
was?
people die?
His skin color was duh.
Oh my
That's when he needs to check in it, duh.
He was duh complexion.
He was duh complexion.
So wait, didn't people die in that or no?
They said injured. Approximately 3. Let's see. Nielsen Rizzuto received a sentence from Judge Benedict, that would be his name, Willard, Friday morning, approximately 3 months after he pleaded guilty to the felony counts in the crash that injured more than 30 people. Rizzuto's blood alcohol level registered at .232.
Wow.
Almost 3 times the legal limit in Louisiana. Victims, some still bearing physical injury, sat in the courtroom as he was sentenced in criminal court. I'm in that mug, injured still.
Yeah, but
messed up.
So it's not a vehicular manslaughter charge because nobody died,
Right.
Which would have been.
But he should get more
I
than
feel like
3
3
years.
He needs way more than 3 years. This
You
man
think so?
literally plowed his car into. I mean, it could have been so much worse. They could have had. I don't know if the kids
Children.
got injured. Somebody could have died. Like, no, dude.
It's a parade.
That's not.
And also, I mean, think about the people who are still having back pains, leg injuries, having to go through therapy.
Along with psychological trauma, because I'd be terrified.
I wouldn't go nowhere near curve.
Nope.
Okay, so how does it put this man away and help you deal with your psychological trauma?
Well,
like if he's away for 3 years or 10 years, is that going to
punishment?
How long?
Exactly why we want these cops to go to jail when they shoot little black boys. I want you punished.
Yep.
So if you injured me by hitting me with your car while I was at an event where I was supposed to feel safe, I want you to do some time that feels like you did some time.
You think 3 years is enough time?
Not
no.
One of our Facebook followers said, shout out to Robert Simmons. He said he should get 3 years for every person.
That sounds about right.
So each person can feel special, like, that's my 3 right there. He's serving my 3 right now. You hear me?
Shout out to Rob Simmons, man. He went to high school with me. What up, Rob? Well, that's what's going on out here. Malik, what you got? What's going on out here, my man?
Man, I gotta give a shout out to that boy Shamar Allen.
Oh yeah, for that
he
song?
He done came up with a anthem. That's how creative our people are. We
Right.
just organically come up with, and hitting that Sean Payne is just taking off. Now, I got some advice for my brother Shamar. I need you to drop that single, but I need you to have your copyright in order.
Oh, please
don't kick a Big Chew. We want you to get the copyright, the trademark.
Big Chew's gonna come down here with all our ass.
Not me.
Like,
holla at me, Chew.
Big Chew.
You and Skip. Anyway,
you and Skip.
holla at me. But I'm gonna
holla at Malik.
Holla at me.
Just Malik.
But real talk.
Just Malik.
Real talk. I went to Kennedy, I ain't never scared. But real talk. But no, real talk. Have your paperwork in order because this is a big moment. Everybody loving this song. This has the possibility to make and generate a lot of funds. And this is how black people in the artistic community get messed over. Because everybody's saying hit the Sean Payton. People are about to come up with t-shirts, cups, and all that. So they came from Shamar Allen, and Shamar Allen should capitalize on this moment.
And do
so
it while it's hot.
hit that Sean Payton.
Hot, man, because I don't know how long it's a social media thing. That's how they started the Sean Payton dance. So
Get your Paytons.
Those things have a
get your Paytons.
Those things have a shelf life of maybe 10 to 14 days or something in social media, hot or funny, before it's stale. So he needs to hurry up and like get it while the getting is good, maybe until the end of the season. If that goes to the end of the season, he'd be lucky.
Well, if we go to the Super Bowl, this has a it can extend.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's what's going on out here. Mastermind. What's going on out here, my man? What you got? Oh, I want to. Yeah, is that? Do you have a follow up? Is that all?
I don't think I got the ones from Rouse's yet, but
Never.
Uncharacteristically, they're like not too good. But I tasted one.
I ain't never thought Rouse was that good king cake.
No, they actually like pretty good.
Really?
What Rouse's did you go
Well, I said,
to?
which Rouse? The one on Franklin?
On the lakefront, that's why.
The one that all the black people go to?
I didn't have
They have a
Rouse's
pretty good
king cake a few times, and I don't know
I
if
don't
I could
either.
agree with you on
I
that
will
one.
tell you, so I saw...
Right.
I don't know. They talk to somebody and there's actually
Okay, you gonna make me try Rouse's king cake this year? You gonna make me try it?
No, I got to ask a question. 1, were you sober?
Right. Okay.
2, had you just eaten gumbo with wieners?
And eggs.
I'm just saying, if you had, it might.
So
okay,
look,
you was a good sounding body, minded body, cool.
Last year I came across this article on Facebook that listed like the top 10 places to get king cake from in New Orleans. And by the way, can I just say I love my Facebook. I love my Facebook so much. I made a post saying, oh, I never heard of Dong Fong's Bakery on Chef Mentor out there in my neighborhood. I'm like, I never heard of them.
They be popping.
So I made a post saying like I would love to get a king cake from them. So Karen Green, we played her song with Delight. She responded to the Facebook message asking me what kind was my favorite kind of king cake. I told her I liked the cream cheese filling. She got me one from Dong Fong's. He brought it to the jazz market.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you how good it was. I've been eating king cake long as everybody else in here, right? You know how it's usually like, what do you call it? How would you describe that bread? Like a cinnamon roll.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not. It's like phyllo dough.
Dong Fong's is like a croissant. It's that flaky crust. So last year I got to have a good like 4 or 5 king cakes from different places. And I'm gonna stick with Dong Fong's being the best in the city. I had 4 or 5 last year. I'm going back to Dong Fong's this year. And out there in the east. Yeah.
And see, I'm currently on a mission to try and get one. I actually tried to get one today. And I tried to go in there. So I went in there, and when I pulled up, I go to Dong Fong all the time. Because outside of like their bakery, they have really good Vietnamese food.
And sandwiches.
The sandwiches are so good. Vietnamese po' boys, they're like $3 a sandwich. They're so good.
They're far out there in the east, but
I mean, it's worth the drive, though. It's worth the drive. But I went in there, I'm like, okay, I'm going to get a king cake. Because I done had a few so far this season that I've tried. That were pretty good, but I was like, I got to get this when everybody's talking about it. I get there, there's a line out the door down the street in the cold.
Damn.
Of people that, like, probably don't come to the East for any other reason. So I go in there, and I'm looking around, I'm like, maybe they're getting other things. And they're like, no, we're in line for king cake. So I talk to the people, they're like, oh, you have to pre-order way in advance. And I'm like, wait, what do you mean? They were like, yeah, you can't get a king cake today. You're going to have to try again in a few days. I'm like, a few days? So
Jaron had that exclusive.
Our original musical guest was going to be Karen Green. She canceled on me, but I felt the need to return the favor. Of course, I got the baby and the king cake that she bought me because I ate pretty much the whole king cake. So I had to buy her a new one. I was going to try to get her one from Dong Fong's. I called them and asked them how long the wait was. They told me about 3-4 days. So if you want one,
not hours.
No, you know, 3-4 days. They got a wait list. They good, man. It's a good reason to go to the East.
Another really good one though that I tried recently was an all chocolate king cake. And it was so good.
Wait, what was this?
So what they did was they took a king cake, and sometimes they're too bready. This one was like a softer sort of bread, like a gooey kind of cinnamon
like a cake?
vibe.
It was still cinnamon roll?
It was
like?
still a king cake. But then they stuffed it with chocolate. It was like a chocolate stuffing, so when you cut it, it kind of oozes out.
Okay,
but it's like got like a brownie texture.
But how you
and
put
then
the
they
baby in
have
there?
the chocolate on top. It was in there. They had a baby in there.
You just think it is.
So it wasn't colored? Did it have the purple
Color.
and the yellow?
It had like the
one of them color king cakes that chocolate.
No, it wasn't. But yeah.
Was the baby
chocolate?
Was the baby colored? That's inappropriate.
It's kind of racist.
Wow.
I like Dominica's king cake. It has like gold leaf trimming, and it has like banana pudding-ish. It's like bananas Foster.
Inside the king cake, really?
Inside and outside. Dominica's. It's a restaurant. It's so good.
What about you, Mastermind? What you said process, huh? They ain't talking about you like that. Process on the link. Got the regular degulas.
Oh my god.
Well, King Cake is this season. Is what's going on out here, Malik?
Well,
What you got? What's
there's
going
a
on
young
out here,
brother
man?
who has a bakery called Not Too Fancy Bakery.
shout out to him.
And he has a
Yes.
salted caramel.
It's a black man?
Yes, young black millennial.
Where he at?
It's a young
Yo,
black
well,
guy.
he has his own bakery out of Metairie.
And
Yeah, so he
Not
has
too fancy.
beautiful.
Call him.
Call him right now, Malik.
Book him.
Book him.
You see how he put us to work? Like this week we at work, he putting us to more work. Oh, we
I'll
at
book
work.
him.
No, that's what's it called? Not Too Sweet?
What, Not Too Fancy
Not
Bakery.
Too Fancy.
And
Okay.
it's good.
That's on Instagram. You can follow that. Not Too Fancy Bakery. Young black bakery here in the city. That's cool. I'm gonna connect with him. Oh, please believe we will have a king cake up in this piece.
Before Mardi Gras.
Yep. That's what you got, Oshun? What's going on out here?
Okay, you guys, guess what? They have I'm going to the state, and it's really cool. It's an umbrella making workshop.
You already so
right?
giddy about it. Umbrella making workshop. Tell me more.
Yeah, so it's going to be Saturday, January the 20th from like 9 to 12.
That's next week.
Yeah, and they're going to teach you how to make umbrellas.
Wait, like Mardi Gras umbrellas or like?
No, like umbrellas.
Wait, what?
Like umbrellas.
Wait, why? Wait.
Where are you finding these places?
Where did you find these things? Like
Oh my
regular ass umbrellas? Like that you can actually use in the rain?
The description says this umbrella is suitable for
Why would you want to? Go ahead.
Make a regular ass umbrella like Mary Poppins.
Tell me
We out here making umbrellas.
It says this umbrella is suitable for second line use or for a rainstorm. So I'm thinking it's a regular umbrella.
But y'all the slave labor.
I'm looking for black people in this post.
Okay, so when and where? This
It's
is
gonna be
next Saturday.
Saturday is gonna be at Uptown Needle and Craftworks,
Oh my God.
which is 4610 Magazine Street.
So
And
you
it's
gonna
for
make
people 14 through adult. So you have to be at least 14 to make it, and you have to have some machine sewing experience, not much, because it doesn't take much to cross stitch. But so it's some.
I should have known by the way you was grinning when you first pulled this story up. It was gonna be some old ladies.
Do you get to keep the umbrella?
You better get to keep the umbrella.
Because I'm about to say, if you just make the umbrella and then they get to keep it, I'm about to say, like, hold up. What is this nonsense? This
They
hodgepodge.
teach you how to piece together the panels and actually like loop it through.
Girl, shut up. I'm
Excited.
sorry. I can't believe that's a real. All right.
Excited, yes.
You're too excited about that. That's what's going on.
She gonna come next time with the raincoat making. We gonna have glove making.
We had beekeeping and nobody was down for it. But we gonna have to. Okay, when we have to learn how to live off the land, I'm telling y'all. Y'all better
You're
get
gonna be
with
making.
me.
You're gonna have your sewing machine. You're gonna
I'll
be
watch
cutting panels
too
and making
many
umbrellas.
apocalypse.
Hush.
I want you to make a list of all this craziness that you keep coming with every week at the end of the year. The year round. Beekeeping, umbrella making,
sex toy making,
adopt old people.
It's fine. I like things.
Okay, I like things too.
I got a what's going on out here. Calling all black men of New Orleans. Tomorrow, the 3rd annual MLK photo shoot is happening at the Treme Hideaway. That's 1234 North Treme. Come in your all dapper African attire. All dapper African attire. The theme is Kingdom Come. That's the homie Torrance Taylor with Southern Style International. Torrance, I love what he does with men's fashion and changing the perception and the image of black men in this city and beyond. So I'm gonna show up tomorrow. I got so many African print garments and so many events in the coming weeks to wear them to. Turn your phone off. That I'm just looking forward to. I'm going to all of them, including this one. That's tomorrow from. Come on now. How you not going to tell me? From tomorrow from 3 to 5. 3 to 5 at the Treme Hideaway on 1234 North Claiborne.
35.
Shout out to Torrance Taylor. He was on our show one time, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He came here.
I think he's listening right now.
He'll be coming back. Yep. Shout out to Torrance Taylor, Southern Style International. What you got, Bats? What's going on out here?
Well, apparently, you know what I'm saying, when you gotta go find yourself a porn star to get into trouble with, you come to Louisiana.
I'm sorry, what?
So former porn star and Louisiana native Stormy Daniels was the recipient of a 6-figure payment arranged by a lawyer for President Donald Trump just before the 2016 election as part of an agreement that prevented her from publicly discussing an alleged sexual encounter with the president.
Who cares?
And hey, I'm just putting it out there because she's from here. So the report said,
I ain't mean an interesting story, but I don't want to hear I don't want to have to picture Donald Trump naked ever in my life. Like I just assume
she could take that secret to the grave.
Please take it to the grave.
Stormy Daniels the report says Trump paid Mr. Daniels, who famously flirted with running for U.S. Senate as Republican incumbent Senator David Vitter was working to overcome a sex scandal himself, was for $130,000. So she got broke off to shut up about breaking him off.
I remember her name floating around when she was talking about running for Senate. But isn't she in California? Isn't that where everybody who's running for something is previously a movie star or porn star?
That's where most porn stars go, Cali and Miami. So
and they get into politics apparently.
And when they get into politics, all right. But yeah, that's the story right there. I just saw it because at first I didn't really care about the story. I was like, oh, okay, Trump and some other nonsense. And then I saw a different headline that said Louisiana native. I was like, that's what's going on out here. All right, Stormy Daniels, shouts out to you.
Shout out to her. You better get your money, Stormy.
Get your money, Stormy.
And put it away for a rainy day.
Now, somebody on my wall asked me, does Trump get a refund since she's talking now?
Oh, that's a good one. If you get paid, if you
non-disclosure.
Yeah, non-disclosure or muzzle. What is it called?
Gag order.
Yeah,
gag order. Close enough, muzzle gag.
Gag order. She's used to those.
That's what's going on.
I don't know what's in the water today.
Stormy, baby.
I can't. What you got, Jay Still? What's going on?
I'm still on food. I have a food blog, so like I've just been going on these adventures and all kind of exciting food things are happening. So I'm gonna kind of part to it right quick. We were just talking about king cake. So the big thing that like was released recently, people went crazy, was Rockin' Sake, which if y'all aren't familiar with them, it's a really amazing sushi spot, amazing date place because they play the music. It's like a club, bar, but bomb sushi place, and their food is really good. They just came out with a Sushi King Cake. Yeah.
Is it a rock and roll?
And the way it's described is it's standard filled with snow crab and cream cheese pressed with sushi rice as the dough. And it has avocado, tuna, spicy tuna, fresh salmon, yellowtail, lemon zest, tobiko, wasabi tobiko, rainbow sprouts, crunchy tempura flakes, jalapenos, green onions, like all kind of stuff on it. It's priced at $75.
That's about and the fees on the
they have
Do they accept EBT?
No.
Oh my God.
No.
It's pretty big. It feeds about 4 or 5.
Yeah,
right?
it does. It's a really big thing. You could probably have it as a centerpiece for a party. But they also the orders for it are crazy, and you have to order like 2 weeks in advance.
I believe it. Well, I saw the picture on Facebook. I wanted one, but I imagine somebody having Mardi Gras parties or swanky Mardi Gras party, and that would be perfect for that.
Right.
$75 ain't too much to pay for a sushi platter.
I feel your partners throw 20 on that.
Especially like you getting all kinds of premium fresh fish and whatnot. But yeah, you have to order in advance. And then also, Rockin' Sake is about to start again their Strings and Sushi thing, which I'm assuming is coming back for Valentine's Day. I'm not sure, but it's with T-Ray the violinist.
Oh yeah.
And it's like a dinner, like a musical dinner, and they have T-Ray playing, and they have all kind of different foods that they create for the night. It's usually about 2 hours long. They haven't released the date yet, but they did it last year, and the last one I think was in November.
T-Ray does a lot of those. His violin and really does well with violinery.
You say it's violin, I just repeat.
What's the word? Violin.
I don't know, but I don't know.
But it always fits well with date nights. See, like he did one with a steak night. He did one with cigars and wine.
He did one at Robert's wine tasting.
At the wine tasting, that melodic violin goes very well with date nights and sexy, romantic things and whatnot.
It does. It really does.
It'll be a nice event. That's what's going on out
here.
here.
Yeah, so shout out to Rock Kentucky.
Shout out to him. What you got, Bats? You got anything that's not sexual?
Okay, well, I don't think Spike Lee and Zulu is too sexual.
Not at all.
I hope not.
I'm not even a little bit aroused.
Not at all. Not even. So the Zulu Social Hate Pleasure Club has announced that filmmaker Spike Lee will be its 2018 Grand Marshal. The crew announced on Instagram, when you think about Zulu Social Hate and Pleasure Club, and you should think of greatness in the urban community. With that, we would like to introduce to some, announce to others, a very special brother. The one and only Spike Lee has been selected to serve in this monumental capacity as a 2018 Zulu Parade Honorary Celebrity Grand Marshal. So, yeah, I never think Spike Lee, would get down with on the Zulu kick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Spike Lee's into anything cultural. I mean, he comes from an old black family, really established. I mean, all his grandparents went to Morehouse and Spelman. His father went to Morehouse. And he loves New Orleans. He's always here. He's always on Dillard's campus, as you know.
So you think because he did Bamboozle that he would be not into Zulu because of the blackface, or what do you think?
His first character was Nola Darling. Like, we have to look at things like that. Like, one of his first main characters is named Nola. Like, he loves the city. Yeah, it's one of his secret passions. But all I know is this, Mr. Spike Lee, if you see me in the streets, act like you know me. Okay? Act like you know me.
And you're a Key and Peele, they supposed to be at Orpheus.
That's Orpheus. I was looking it up right now. Not both of them, huh?
Yeah, I believe it's both of them.
No,
it's not just Peele. It's just Peele.
They are not the same man.
I know they're not the same man.
Key and Peele gonna be there?
Man, every article keeps showing both of them together in the picture. So I'm like, and I feel like Jordan, I mean, just for Get Out alone, if it's just him, you could give me just a picture of Jordan.
I think it is him.
You know what I mean? But, okay, well, we got more celebrities coming through on that Black Lookout, so, I was like, hey, New Orleans.
I'm with that. I love Zulu.
Yes, indeed.
That's what's going on.
Oh, and Gabrielle Union going to be at Dillard.
Oh, yeah. Tuesday at 7 o'clock, Wallace Chapel.
That's real. Malik, what else going on out here, man?
Yo, tonight at Ace Hotel in Three Keys, Aaron Abernathy, Cool Nasty, and DJ Rockaway will be performing. $15 at the door. 300 crowns to let. Ace Hotel, great venue, great music, great drinks.
That's going to be a good time, yeah. So apparently that's the nephew of the Reverend Ralph Abernathy, who marched with Dr. King. And the text message I got, the blast, said something about tonight being like a tribute or something MLK related. So sound like a good time, man. Cool Nasty gets down, Rockaway's the man, and Aaron Abernathy, I've caught him before. He's very talented, so check that out. I got what's going on out here. I ain't gonna be here next week.
Oh, yay, where's the applause? Where's the applause, Mastermind?
I am co-hosting the NOLA Gospel Awards.
What?
Yeah, at Dillard Auditorium. I know, because the Lord put it on somebody's heart to make me stretch myself.
You should invite them all to Blazing Worship.
Hashtag DC Paul Challenge.
Smoking for Jesus.
We'll figure out a way to try to work a Blazing Worship joke into that. But yeah, man, I'll be my first time. So I've done school audiences before. It's my first time doing like a church audience. Right. Usually Shervy does his gig, but he'll be he's performing on a cruise. He's booked on a cruise ship. So
how many minutes is it gonna take before you set on fire and flames?
I don't know. I'm worried about dropping a penis joke or something, man.
The word penis shouldn't even come to your mind.
Right.
In Lord's house, DC Paul.
But I can't not say it.
You can. Now, question. Church folks is particular about clothing wear. It would be interesting, they suited and.
I clean up well.
okay.
I clean up well.
I don't see DC rocking the Prince pants.
Yeah, no.
I hope not.
The whole Prince, he gonna put on a Prince outfit.
I might, because I have this Prince costume and I ain't been using it.
No,
I can make a couple First Lady jokes in my floor-length purple trench coat. That would be a little thing.
I was talking about ass out Prince. That's what I'm saying. I was confident that you wouldn't rock the ass.
Am I the only
paying
person
me
that's
enough for the
afraid?
ass out jeans.
Now remember, never talk about the beef between the Usher board number 1 and Usher board number 2.
That'll be fun. Oh, so before I move on to somebody else's, I've been dropping exclusives all episode, right? I talked about the Juan LaFonta 400 free tickets to see Black Panther.
Black Panther.
On February 15th to 7 p.m. in Elmwood. Be there. So I was chatting with one of the bangers.
One of the
bangers. Earlier today, and he told me that they were in Pensacola a few days ago, I guess, writing new material for their new album. They'll be flying to Los Angeles in a few days to record said material for the new album. So Tank and the Bangers got new music in the works.
Awesome.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Because you got your inside source, kicking it with the bangers. One of the bangers.
The secret banger.
I'm down with Bangerville. I love him a lot. Yeah, but he said I could drop that little that they're going to Allay in a few days to record his new music. Music coming soon.
That's dope.
I love
That's
it.
what's going on out here.
What you got, Bash? What's going on out here?
I mean, the New York Times said that New Orleans is the #1 spot to visit, apparently, huh?
Yeah, and while you come to New Orleans, please take a tour with No Nola Tours. Visit us on Instagram, Facebook, and on Twitter, No Nola Tours.
That's KNOW, but that was joked out at comedian Tony Frederick. He was like, yeah, okay, we're the #1 spot to visit by the New York Times, but we're #4 as far as murder capital goes, so how does that work out?
I think like number 49 or 48 to raise a family.
Yeah.
So I'm like, where are we going?
Just visit. They just basically say, just come here and
Where are we
leave.
going?
In the top 10 of worst cities to find a job, New Orleans was somewhere in the top 5. It was either 4 or 5.
I think it was top 10. I think it was top 10.
We're also
But we
on
were
the
like
top
4 or
5 for
5.
poverty.
Yeah.
I didn't mean for this
People
to go
coming
dour.
To,
like,
I mean,
damn.
Coming to visit and see all the poverty and the unemployment.
Right.
And that is how they gentrify us.
They love to come.
They put us on the list to visit, and next thing you know, oh my God, we're going to stay.
Because that's the way that you capture white people, definitely. You just show them
Some
black
more
people
black
that think they
people.
can help. Oh my God, you know what? I'm not racist. I'm going there now.
And Erika go in, that's why in Monday for the MLK March, Taking Down NOLA is not, they're protesting the march because the city was more concerned about the tricentennial and advertising the city than fixing inequalities in the city.
Wait.
So they're going to actually do their own rally at the this boxing facility, Arato, Crescent City Boxing.
Yeah.
They're going to be serving free raving and rights to the community. They're going to be talking about how they can properly rabies and rights and child care. So if you have children, you need somebody to watch your kids while you're talking about how we can fix these systemic problems. So just like you said, so Take Them Down NOLA is doing the challenge of changing New Orleans instead of it just being you come to visit and you leave. But really, how can we change our own city and get some of this money?
Yeah, that's
Real. What up, Quest?
So I wanted to, so you've been seeing these blue bikes all around the city, right?
Yeah.
What I've been hearing from a lot of people locally is that they put in the most inconvenient places. They take up spots where people could be parking and whatnot. So my homie Johnny Brasco actually put out a question on social media asking how they decide what neighborhood gets a blue bike location. The blue bike page, actually, the official page responded. It says the locations for our hubs were determined through a collaboration with New Orleans residents and neighborhood associations last year. The city hosted community workshops to map out potential locations, and then residents voted to select the final locations. Anybody saw any kind of vote and ballot about where to put bikes?
No, of course not. Of course we did.
No.
We don't fit
I
the
say,
demographic.
that don't sound familiar at all.
And y'all know I'm queen of the city hall.
Yeah,
I ain't never
I was going to
heard.
ask you about that. So when they had these these meetings, these workshops where they found out
some secret white people meetings like he should be talking about.
That's exactly what it is.
That must have been a week I was in Canada.
By the way, if you're listening, you can call us at 504-260-9265, especially if you're a cyclist. If you've used
I thought you were about to say a psychic. I was going to say,
cyclist,
wait, where we going?
if you use a blue bike and you have some kind of perspective on it, Call us, holler at us, you heard me?
Man,
we'll be here.
who you know that we know that's gonna spend if they're biking like me, why would I spend $20 a month to rent out random bikes when I have my own bike?
Well, yeah, that ain't...
You know, that's just you know.
I'm trying to figure out who is the demographic for Blue Bike. Is it people who...
Guess
people
what?
who
Our
don't
friend
need-
Monica, I'm putting her on blast. She did the Blue Bike campaign. Monica, nah.
Billy Jean,
Billy,
Monica?
nah, my
What you
lover.
mean? What you mean she did
That's
the
what she
Blue Bike
said.
campaign?
I did the Blue Bike campaign. My bad, y'all. No laugh. No laugh.
She didn't put no LOL with it. She was like, that's just what happened. Okay, well, Monica, I wish she would call us and give us more insight on it, but I mean, she's also a biker and somebody who uses public transportation, so it may be for people like her. I just want to hear from somebody who has experience with it. You know, like, who is that for? It ain't for somebody... If you're a biker, I feel like you would buy a bike. You would own a bike. Right.
She said she was in a commercial. She got bills to pay.
That's real, Monica. Get it. I just want to know more about the Blue Bike from somebody who actually uses it on a regular. So call us, holler at us, or hit me on the Facebook or something. I like talking to people I don't know. I do. So we got about 12 minutes left. That's enough time to do our last two segments, huh?
Yeah.
Plenty of time. So this segment here...
Oh, we ain't going to break. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Should we play one song? Okay, let's take a break and play one song. I need a break.
Yeah, because I'm hot.
He just said it.
Okay, well, crack the whip. Mastermind, what you got lined up? Mastermind, what you got lined up? That ain't new. Yes, we did see that Sunrise. Yes, we did. But what, you know what? Go for it. This is Sunrise by Yaja, and it ain't got to be new. We planned it anyway. You heard me. This is I
For
believe,
the first or 15th time, we not sure.
I believe that's Brian Brown's sister. Brian Brown was here. Remember, he sat right here and talked to me, artist Brian Brown, and he was like, "Man, play Yaja." That's his sister, ain't it? Am I telling lies?
We don't remember.
Okay, well, get to know people. This is Sunrise by Yaja, y'all. Stay tuned to the Misbelief Radio Show. We'll be right back. Yeah, we played this song before. With Erika Flowers.
Yes, please
Oh, yeah, played it before.
We played this.
I played it before.
I'd like to get a picture with you.
Yeah, of course. Please.
Sure.
You see me in a picture with Erika.
Oh, my knees. Oh, Lord.
I think she wants pictures with everyone.
Yeah.
I'm making that assumption for her, but that's what I'm thinking.
Hella heavy. They don't ride like a standard bike.
Yeah, y'all good. I didn't even know.
There's a time.
What? No, you go to the side door.
Why y'all away?
Go to the side door.
Oh, so we kidnapped y'all? My bad.
Real talk.
Hey, you know we moved to the station.
Oh, damn.
Oh, man, we kidnapped the people, bruh. I turned the corner, they just chilling like, what's up? We just still here.
Rob, just happened for us, we leave? Wait, I don't want to
Gotta take all that flavor in.
Thank you.
Okay, that's cute. That's cute.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Thank you, man.
Not bad for kidnapping y'all,
Y'all
bruh.
good. It was funny. We just chilling, just talking, just catching up. So
Ooh, this shit
it was
is good
good.
shit.
Man, it was definitely a pleasure for sure.
Once again, thanks for coming through. Once again, VakuLand.com.
VakuLand.com. Also follow us on Instagram and Twitter. VAKU brand, Vaku Brands. Got y'all as well.
But just show her the side door, but you don't...
Yeah, I gotta grab my jacket.
Right. Good, great job. Let's check in on Mastermind. Mastermind, how you feeling out there? You alright?
What up, y'all? Chilling, just having fun in the studio.
How you feeling about the new music?
I like it. I'm just... Finally, we just got something I gotta repeat week after week after week. So if you're watching and you're an artist, send us more. We need more.
Is there anything standing out so far?
if anybody's standing out, I would have to say I'm kind of biased, so I like Raheem's new song. Let's see, I like the Zeno Moonflower track, Hell of a Woman. I thought that's dope.
Yes.
And out of the ones tonight, my favorite one, I would probably say Under the Stars by Reggie Smith. With the saxophone, he's pretty dope.
Zeno Moonflower is my favorite right now, too. That was dope.
We're back.
And we are back. Yo, welcome. Wow.
Sorry.
Welcome to the Misbelief Radio Show, y'all.
Oh, man.
He ready to go. So, all right. Our final, second to last segment before we end it is where I'll let Mr. Batch, our resident rebel, go unbridled with reckless and wild abandon and slap somebody with that neck.
Yeah.
Batch.
Yeah.
Who you giving that neck to this week?
Yeah. So, man, like, you know, what's up, DC, Paul, Oshun, Malik, Jay Steele, D-Mac, Mastermind. We the team in this mug, you heard me? And you know, you never gonna advance. You can't be, you know, you can't be the best I feel, unless you and your team are, you know, 100. As long as you have a team holding you down, keeping you in check, keeping you good, you feel me? Teams, you know, team building, you learn that across the board. Team building is how dreams get built and dreams get made, you feel me? So, you know, this week, man, I'm gonna put the nominees for a special team, man. A team of mud pluckers that's about to get this neck that's going to go to every one of the seats the several seats that they need to sit down in. So for Team Shame, we got Team Shame in the building. These are a few stories, a few entities that came through and made me go, you know what? That's a shame that you even existing right now to be screwing up like that. Your team messed you up. You feel me? So the first team for Team Shame is H&M. And not H&M specifically, but H&M's team. Now, if H&M, they recently had this thing where the little black boy was wearing a shirt talking about coolest monkey in the jungle. And if you know anything about context in America, you know that's some racist stuff to be calling any little black person, any little black boy monkey. They could have put the shirt on a white boy. They could have came up with coolest line in the jungle. But instead, they screwed up and they got all this controversy for putting this little black boy and having him seen as a monkey worldwide in this campaign. So somebody in their team is lacking melanin. That's where you screwed up, H&M. If you had some more black people on your team, then somebody black would have been like, you know what, H&M executives, y'all need to not do this, and that's the power, and that's where the racism comes in. I don't think they meant to do that. I think they straight up said, you know what, they privilege betrayed them. Another team, Donald Trump's team, apparently you can say ship hole, you know we're going to trade our peace with T's right now. You can say ship hole on television right now and get away with it as a white man calling a black country, continent, a screwed up place. So I'm thinking like, wait a minute, somebody on your team had to tell you, Trump, there's certain things that you shouldn't say, like ever. How about not opening your mouth anymore? But apparently week after week, time after time, Donald Trump's team keeps betraying him. Another team I want to get to is the team at the school, Our Redeemer Lutheran School in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. There, the teacher gave us students an assignment to name 3 good things about slavery. I'm like, who on your team betrayed you to have you think that you could give these students 3 good things about slavery and they got to go home and deal with that? So I'm looking all across the board like, oh my God, man, y'all teams have failed y'all need to go back, regroup, restock, and get your lives together, because apparently y'all screwed up right now, all through this week. So all y'all line up. Today's neck has to go through the failed teams of H&M, Donald Trump, and Our Redeemer Lutheran School in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. Get it together, but in the meantime, you're gonna get that front neck, that back neck, every piece of that neck, because if you don't, that last one, we got music. Because if you don't build right, you ain't gonna never get right.
You gave next to 3 different teams in once. That's a record, huh? Okay.
Because you know.
So we got just a few minutes left. So Martin always turns us up with that neck, and then I was saying Kofa Birds turn us down and make us look back at it.
Look, hear him and this look back at it.
Let's look back at it. What y'all got today?
Today we will be giving a special shout out to Mac Justin Spears, ladies and gentlemen.
So Max Spears was born in Louisiana. He attended public schools here in New Orleans. He's a graduate. He got his degree from Dillard. He got a master's from Xavier, and he got a doctor's degree from Harvard University.
All right.
During his career as an educator, he was a teacher, a principal, a visiting professor, a university dean, and a university professor of education.
Max Spears also went back to Dillard University, where he served as dean of students for a very long time.
Dr. Spears was the first African American to become president of the Louisiana School Boards Association. He was also the first African American to serve on the Orleans Parish School Board.
He was elected president of the school board 7 times during his 18 years.
Max Spears died on October 28, 1988 after a lengthy illness and is buried in Lake Lawn Cemetery. And that's our Sankofa session for today.
Mac J. Spears.
There it is, our Sankofa session on Mac J. Spears, y'all. This has been episode 45, I believe, of the Misbelief Radio Show. 45 weeks, 45 episodes, and more than 45 weeks, y'all. We got something going, huh? Who are my great co-hosts? Give them your name.
Hi, everybody. It's me, Oshun. You can follow me on the Instagram at Oshun, Oshun, SL11.
Yo, this is Malik of Frozen Photography and No Tours. You can follow me at Frozen PH Photography or No Tours.
This is that actor guy, Martin Bradford. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bat. Spell it, Mr. Out, and you ain't gonna find me. And yeah, see y'all next week.
That's Mike.
It's J Steele, y'all. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at IamJSteele_, also on Twitter at the same name, and also follow my food blog at Fat Girl Nola.
I'm DC Paul, the millennial Arsenio. Find me at whoisdcpaul.com and at whoisdcpaul all over the Instagram and the Facebook and the Twitter and wherever else. Shout out to Erika Flowers and the whole team, Ron, Jaron, and Allay from Baku for coming through. And thanks to all of our millions and millions of listeners out there, and thanks for supporting us and sharing the video, y'all. We'll be here same time, same place next week. Don't get none on you.
Bib life.
Don't let DC hold the camera because he's going to turn it off.
Once.
Twice.
Once.
Come on, B.
Thrice. Thrice.
Come on, D.
Thrice.
Oh, I forgot. We have a
brief.
What can I get some shrimp fried rice or something this way?
Ain't nobody thinking.
You be going to fancy places.
We got actors and musicians and DJs and
I'm gonna go to Rocky Sushi. I want to try to get
directors.
What's going on?
Get out of here.
Comedian. Follow me,
What it is?
and Waterman 504.
Waterman 504. Cool dude. He's funny. Come on, say it.
Yeah, come on, with the Misbelief team, bro.
Yeah.
He sang and do jokes.
Man, he's a funny dude. Cool dude. So I want to say thank you, first of all, to Erika Flowers and to Ron, Jaron, and LA from Baku coming through with the free shirts and great conversation. Erika Flowers did that thing. That was so good, y'all here. Thanks to all my great co-hosts, my great friends. You see them, you know who they are. Shout out to the homie River Smith, he cool too. And as always, the most important motherfucker in the room, the homie Brian, beautiful Brian Egland, always doing a damn thing for us. Turn his camera around. All right, y'all. This is us.
Have a good day.
We're not on NBC, but this is us.
Yeah. Shouts out to Sterling K. Brown for winning that award to be the first black man to do that. And Oprah too. Shout out to Oprah.
Oh, you mean Black President Winfrey?
2020.
I'm not with that. But yeah, shouts out to Oprah.
I'm not with it either.
President though.
I'm gonna keep the video going for a little bit. We got
a meeting.
Oh yeah, we have a meeting.
Yo, Oshun.
We have a meeting. We be having meetings now. Can I have a smoke break for the meeting? So I got time, right? All right, y'all. See y'all next week.
I mean, you're the boss all around.